Hey guys, grab your coffee and let's get started. First, you're going to need a sponge brush and fuchsia pink, that's your darker pink. First coat's done. Now you're going to want to dry it and move on to your second coat. Second coat is done. Now we're going to dry it. And next up, you'll need a polka dotter and your lighter pink. We're going to do some polka dots right on top of that darker pink. And you can do multiple layers or you can dry in between. You'll just take your sponge brush and kind of push it all the way down. Make a circle motion with your wrist. And that gives you that perfect little circle. Don't forget to add some half circles on the side of your board as well. Don't be afraid to cross over your lines when making your upper polka dots. Once dried, it can be painted over and covered up. All the polka dots are on, so now we're going to dry it real quick. Next up, we'll need a sponge brush and some cream. If you don't want to lose your lines, grab a Sharpie and trace out all of those little details. Once you have your first coat complete, you'll need to dry it and then move on to the second coat. With the second coat, I paint a messy curvy line at the edge of the cup to give the illusion that the cream is hanging off the side. If you don't wish to do this, you can go ahead and paint straight across. The straw only needs every other line painted white, so we'll go ahead and give that a second coat. Now you'll need white Molka and a sponge brush. First coat is complete. Now we're going to dry it and move on to the second coat. Once your second coat is complete, you can either dry it with a hairdryer or you can let it dry. I messed up on the corner, no big deal. Dry it with the hairdryer, go back over with some pink paint. Everything's fixable. Grab the fuchsia paint and we're going to go right back up to the straw. Paint the two lines on the straw, fuchsia, and leave the other two white. Once your first coat is on, you're going to dry it and go backward through the second coat. I'm going to let that air dry while I paint some heart sprinkles. We're going to need red and a bristle brush first, leaving space for the blue hearts while I paint red. Moving on to the blue hearts. Painting them everywhere in between, and you can always go back and add some more red and blue as needed. You can also paint some of the hearts along the side of the cutout. Then you're going to want to dry it and do a second coat. Feel free to touch up anything that you need to. I felt like I needed to touch up on the straw. And then we will dry it before moving on. Next, you will need a bristle brush and some more Molka paint. We're going to dry brush it, which means you're going to dip it in your paint, dab it off like you're trying to get it clean, and then you're going to lightly brush that color along the edge of your cream, giving it a more dimensional look. Next, you will need a paintbrush and some black paint, or you can use a Sharpie paint pen. It is black oil paint and a marker, and it glides on just like a pen does. They're $3 to $4 at Walmart and definitely worth it. I highly recommend. We're just going to outline all of our small details. I like to give a space in between my lines. You can do little dots or you can just do a space in between. It's up to you. And we're going to outline all the little details to help highlight it and clean up our lines. To write on it, you can use a extra large paint pen or a larger brush. Feel free to write whatever you want. I'm going to write, "Love you, Latte." Now it's time to add some string and hang on your door. You're completely done. Good job, guys. How cute is that? I hope you enjoyed painting or even just watching along. Don't forget to subscribe to see more tutorials. Thank you.